Hey y'all, Lisa here with Family Foods. Welcome to another video. We are making holiday crack. I call it crack because it is so addicting and good and easy to put together. Everybody's gonna love it. Make it for any holiday, potluck. It's very, very inexpensive. It usually can be made with just your pantry, stuff that you have right in the pantry. So here's the ingredients. It's a no-bake dish, and it comes together in like less than 10 minutes. So you're going to need, for the recipe, you're going to need 25 saltine crackers. Okay, just regular little saltines. And you're going to need 1 stick of butter. I use salted butter. A half a cup of granulated sugar. 1 cup of chocolate chips. And this is optional, but I like to top it when it's done with some flaky sea salt. It just looks really pretty, but that's optional. And you'll just need a sheet tray with some parchment paper. And you will need a pot to make the caramel sauce that's going to get poured over. So let me get everything measured out, and I'll take it to the next step here. So you want to line the saltines on a sheet tray. Now I used a different size sheet tray. Usually I do like a 5x5. This is a 4x6, so there's 24 here. Just lay them down, and in the pot you want to put the half cup of sugar, and you want to put the stick of butter, and you want to put the heat on high heat, and basically we're going to make a caramel. The butter's going to melt into the sugar, and you want to let it boil, come to a boil, and for about 3 minutes or so, 3 to 5 minutes, basically until it starts to get a caramel color. And you'll need to stir it pretty consistently once it starts to melt and come to a boil, because once it starts to get that light kind of golden color, it'll start to caramelize pretty fast. So you want to remove it from the heat then, and it's going to get poured over the saltines after that. So I'll wait till it gets a boil, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. You can see everything is starting to boil. The butter is melting with the sugar, and I just kind of give it a little stir, keep it moving around, and like I said, it's going to take close to 3 minutes or so. So I'm going to let this go a little more, and wait until it turns a little bit of a golden hue. Okay, it's starting to get that little bit of a golden color. You see that? You'll see it starts to change color. Now it'll kind of start to turn very quickly, so you don't want, once it starts to get brown like this, you want to really keep an eye on it and just let it go another few seconds. And this is basically making a caramel. So this is so hot. You have to be really careful. Do not try to touch this or stick your finger in the pot afterwards. Alright, so this is good. And let's take it over right here to our crackers. And you just basically want to pour this over. Okay. Like that. Pour it over. And this is going to harden. And we're going to top it with our chocolate chips. I don't know. If it looks a little separated, it doesn't really matter. I might want to use candy thermometers and all this stuff. You'll see when it's done, it's not going to make a difference. So, you got your caramel. You can kind of, I like to kind of, when it's hot like this, kind of move it to cover all the saltines. This is great. We're going to bring this to a party. And it keeps very well. And it's really good. So now that's piping hot. You can use any chocolate chips you want. I just have some minis here. This caramel is so hot, it will melt the chocolate. So you just want to evenly cover the saltines with the chocolate chips. Just cover it evenly. Like that. And then once they melt, I'll just kind of take a knife and just spread it around. And then I'm going to top it with the flaky sea salt. The sea salt is really delicious. It kind of makes like a salted caramel, and it really adds a beautiful presentation to the dish, to the dessert, to the crack. This stuff is just addicting. I made this so many times. When my family was here for the holidays, we just whipped it together because it's just simple ingredients from the pantry. There we go. So I'm gonna let this set for a second, and then I'll show you. It's probably actually soft enough I can start to spread it. You see that? See how it just melts? There we go. You don't have to wait. And so I just like the caramel, I just like to evenly cover it, spread it. Right over all the saltines. And I have done this recipe for Passover using matzah. It's a great Passover dish. And you can make this vegan, just use vegan butter and dairy-free chocolate chips. All right, there we go. So now once you have the chocolate spread over it like that, this is when you can take some of that salt, and you can get creative with this. You can put some, chopped nuts. You can put some dried fruit. There's really no right or wrong way, but this sea salt on there, it really bumps it up a couple notches. And this is just, you can find this in the grocery store. It's flaky sea salt, and I usually use this to finish dishes to give that pretty presentation. And it kind of melts in your mouth. This is gonna go, this could sit room temp until the chocolate hardens, but I usually just stick this in the fridge for about an hour or so. And then I just break it apart. I'll stick it in the fridge, and then I'll show you guys once the chocolate hardens how we break it into pieces. All right, it's done. Look at that beauty. Just want the chocolate and the caramel to harden. And I got my taste testers here. All right, they're very, very excited. They just finished their lunch. So what I like to do is break it up into pieces. I'm gonna leave that, girls. Hold on. Let's move it back so everybody can see. So you see that? And just break it apart. I kind of like the imperfectness of just kind of rustic pieces. Some big, some small. But for about $2, you can bring dessert over. And this'll be enough for like 10 people. Yeah. Maybe even more. I mean, it's pretty rich. Look at that. Oh, where's the camera? You see the layer of the caramel, the chocolate, the salt. All right, these guys are going to do a little test. All right, girls, hold on.
I'm excited.
All right, take it. Hold on. Wait. Let me get one in for Avery. All right. Okay, look in the camera and tell everybody how it is. And is it something that someone would like for a party?
Yeah.
Yeah? Good stuff? All right, guys, there you go. What's up? So this will keep, I like to keep this, so keep it in the pantry, or I usually keep it in the refrigerator, just put it in an airtight, like a Tupperware. And it'll keep for several days if it lasts that long. But go make you some. It's delicious, very addicting, and simple to make, easy ingredients, very inexpensive, and it's a great thing to bring for a get-together. Or if you need to throw together a really simple, easy dessert, you have people coming over, just whip that up. So, hope you like this video. Thanks so much for watching. Remember, always eat happy foods. Remember, always make food with love.
Comment, share, and subscribe, and turn on notifications so you're notified whenever we post a new video.
That's right. Ciao, my friends.